Yo, hey, hope you're doing great. So, today I'm gonna be reacting to Genesis, A Trick of the Tail. So this is the same song, the name of the album. Actually, this is probably uh, my favorite album from Genesis so far. Um, beautiful tracks, beautiful tracks. And yeah, it seems that in the end I'm gonna be reacting to all Genesis music, and that's beautiful. So this time, this is a song suggestion by James here. So he have the sixth song tier. So yeah, he gave me a good selection of song for this month, and I'm very excited to continue this adventure with Genesis. So yeah, he didn't add a lot of information about this song, but I'm very excited. Like I said, this is my favorite album from Genesis so far, right? Maybe I'm gonna change my mind later. This is progressive music, so maybe now I'm saying something and then later I'm gonna say something else. But anyway, I'm very excited and I'm gonna react to this as a classical guitarist. So just to tell you a little bit about me, I have a master degree in classical guitar performance. I have been playing guitar for probably around 26 years. Well, guitar, right? And then I teach classical guitar on a regular basis. So the way that it's gonna happen is I'm gonna listen to the whole thing without stopping. I don't like to stop the music, right? So that way I can enjoy the whole thing. And then I will, once it finish, where you see my reaction, right? That's my reaction with the first round. The second round will be me giving you an analysis and first impressions. Think that we will come back to the song. We will stop. We will like listen to interesting thing, and I can tell you what I think, right? I try to do my best. Sometimes, it's difficult for me to explain what I listen to, but it's exciting. I love this. So yeah, James, thank you so much, James. James has been a long supporter from my Patreon, and I really appreciate it. I love the support and all this music selection. So let's do it. Also, check out my Patreon. I have early access to all my videos. For the month of May and April, I've been a little slow, but when I come back, I try to have at least 30 to 40 videos ready for you to check them out before everyone on YouTube. So anyway, let's do this. We're recording, right? Yes.
Part of the life in the city of gold, he'd left and let nobody
The way that it
know.
sounds.
Gone were the towers he had known from a child, along with
Sound
the
production.
dream of a life. He traveled the wide open
Nice
road,
modulation.
the blinkered arcade,
Ooh.
in search of another to share in his life. But nowhere, everyone looked so strange to him. They got no
Nice
horns
voice.
and they got no tail. They don't even know of our existence. Am I wrong to believe in the city of gold that lies in deep distance? He cried and wept as they led him away to a cage. Beasts that can talk read the sign. The creatures they pushed and they prodded his frame and questioned his story again. But soon they grew bored of their prey, the beast that can talk, more like a freak or publicity stunt. Oh, no. They got no horns and they got no tail. They don't even know of our existence. Am I wrong to believe in the city of gold that lies in deep distance? He cried and broke down the door of the cage and marched on out. Grabbed the creature by the scruff of his neck, pointing out, beyond the bounds of your weak imagination.
Sound very popular actually.
Noble towers of my city, bright and gold. Let me take you there, show you a living story. Let me show you others such as me. Why did I ever leave? They got no horns and they got no tail. They don't even know of our existence. Am I wrong to believe in the city of gold? It lies in the deep distance. He cried and wept. And so we set out with the beast and his horns and his crazy description of home. After many days' journey we came to a peak where the beast gazed abroad and cried out. We followed his gaze and we thought that maybe we saw a spire of gold. No, a trick of the eye, that's all. But the beast was gone and a voice was heard. They got no horns and they got no tail. They don't even know
Oh,
our
it sounds very
existence. Am I
like-
wrong to believe in the city of gold that lies in the deep distance?
Okay. That was a very interesting song. Very interesting, I would say. Very interesting. Actually, you know what? It does sounds a little bit like it's part of the next album. Actually, the next album. I think that after no wait. I think is this the album? This is the last album where Steve Hackett is, or is that? I think there is the next one. I remember because of the mouse song. It's the next one. But this sounds like the next album. I don't remember this. There was a song that I remember that I was calling that it sounded like very gangster, like mafia. I would say, right? This one doesn't sound like that, but it give me that vibe. I don't know. This, me thinking here. But other than that, first of all, something that I love from this album is the production, the sound production, like the way that it sounds. Like it sounds super clean. It kind of sound commercial. Obviously Genesis is commercial per se, right? But when I say commercial, it's like music video music. Like this song can be a music video song, like very popular song. Like it sounds very. Obviously, there's the progressive aspect of there's have some modulation. The ending was very interactive, kind of psychedelic, right? But it sounds a little bit like more popular. How do I say? Mainstream like music video. This is will be a nice song for a music video. That's what my take. Let go little by little. Yeah, there is a lot of interesting things. And again, that's the vibes that it gave me. But let go. Right, because I say that because of the rhythm. Bum, 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 ba-da, bum, bum, bum. It sounds so like. Let's find the name of the album because obviously I'm sucking here. Genesis albums. Let's see. If I put here, it will be the one that They have three singers. This one over here, I don't remember the name of this one. Let me see. I cannot see it. Let me see. This one over here. Okay, this one. And there were three. So that song sound like this something from that album. Obviously, I like the sound of this album more than this one. Obviously, I just listened to one song of this album. I need to explore this album. I mean, the album cover is amazing, and the song that I heard from this album is really good. But it gave me that kind of vibe. So yeah, that's the first instinct that I get. Also, another thing that I like is the backing vocals, which is probably, I think, that is Phil Collins' vocals, but I love it.
He left and let nobody know. Gone with the towers he had known from a child, along with the dream of a life.
Kind of jazzy, a little bit. Da-da, like.
Along with the dream.
It's like sound like a little solo from the piano, bass piano, and then the singer following, but then it has some syncopation there.
Travel the wide open road.
Oh, a beautiful modulation to major here.
The blinkered arcade.
Oh, here we have a very brief major 7 chord. I love it.
The blinkered arcade. In search of another of a life. Travel the wide open road. The blinkered arcade.
Oh, that chord there. Major 7, I love it.
In search of another to share in his life. No.
Nice vocals. I love the vocals.
Everyone looks so strange to him. They got no point.
And then also, if you hear, obviously, you begin to hear the electric guitar, but it's kind of soft. But you hear it, but it's kind of like passive. I like it. Like it's not, you can hear the electric guitar, but it's very minimal, and it gives you the heaviness, but it's still very soft, giving the voice, a time to shine. I would say.
No, another sharing his life. No.
I love the voices here.
Everyone looks so strange to him. They got no horns and
then we have a change of rhythm here, which I appreciate it.
No tail.
But you hear the electric guitar and it's very minimal, but I like it. You can still feel the heaviness of the electric guitar. Also the bass is killing it too.
Believe in the city of gold that lies in deep distance. They cried and wept as they led him away to a cage. Beast that can talk read the sign.
Probably you have a Steve Hackett, a little solo there. So see here, if I should check over here, it seems that something very interesting is gonna happen here.
The creatures they pushed and they prodded his frame and questioned his story again. But soon they grew bored of their prey. The beast that can talk.
Major 7 here.
More like a freak or publicity stunt. Oh, 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 no. They got no horns and they got no tail. They don't even know.
And I love, it's that scala ostinato, like, how the ta is always in the back. But what is interesting is that little pop accompaniment is still probably through the whole song, and it's changed even the soft part. But it does become so deep into the music that you really forget that it's existing, right? But it's still there with us.
Our existence. They got no horns and they got
still
no
going on.
tail. They don't even know of our existence. Am I wrong to believe in the city of gold that lies in deep distance?
Yeah, so again, this sounds like a song, like it's a music, like for a music video. But again, I love the production. very clean. I sound sweet to my ears. I love it.
Cried and broke down the door of the cage.
And Phil Collins' voice here is beautiful, beautiful. Like it's perfect. I love how it sounds, and probably that's why all these songs, Entangled, I think that is, Ripples and Mad Moon, beautiful stuff. I love it.
Fog's gone out. Grabbed the creature by the scruff of his neck, pointing out. Beyond the bounds of your weak imagination lie the noble towers of my city, bright and gold. Let me take you there, show you a living story.
Beautiful voice harmonization here. I mean, it does go to an interesting place now. I mean, not crazy, but it's a change, you know, and it's very nice. It's in the middle, very progressive, I would say.
Let me show you
And we still have the accompaniment in the back, pop, without stopping, pop, pop, pop.
others such as me. Why did I
Then we had the little mafia theme.
ever leave?
Or if it's not mafia, I don't know what type of, how to put it, right? I don't know. I cannot. There's the feel that the vibe that it gave me, but I don't know what. Actually, there's a genre that is like that. I don't know. Maybe it's just music, and I'm overreacting about, what my mind is telling me.
They got no horns and they
I
got
love that section there. It's like a breakdown.
no tail. They don't even know of our existence. Am I wrong to believe in the city of gold? It lies in the deep distance. He cried and wept.
And then I'm gonna go to the ending, because it's the next thing that caught my attention the most. I like the piano and bass. And then obviously we have Steve Hackett. I think that is a guitar that is doing all these little adorns, little flourish stuff going on. Very kind of psychedelic, Good. It's a good song, Yeah, it's a very interesting song, I would say. Again, sound production is beautiful. I love it, and again, this album is good stuff. And probably I should begin to probably all of you does, but I should begin to collect vinyls. I do have a little vinyl connection, but it's not. There's a lot of classical music stuff and jazz, but I'm probably there's a lot of progressive stuff that I would like to collect. All this Genesis stuff and jazz and all that stuff. Like, probably I should begin to build a collection. So yeah, that's my reaction. So if you watch the whole thing with me all the way to the end, I really appreciate that. And also remember, check out my Patreon. There I have all my videos from King Crimson that have been blocked. I have them for free. You can go check them out. Also, early access, some suggestions. Check out my Patreon. James, thank you so much. We're gonna continue with the adventure, with exploration here with amazing music. So thank you so much for all of you for watching, and see you in the next one. Take care.